In Fallout 4, there are a number of unmarked locations containing power armor, and in this guide I am going to go through 13 locations, starting with early locations and working my way towards some of the more difficult ones. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. For our first power armor, we're going to visit the Robotics disposable ground. It is directly far east of Vault 111. Once you make it to the location, from here, just look to your east and you should be able to actually see the power armor from the distance. This power armor is usually likely to have either T45 or T51. In my instance, I happen to find T51 power armor on it, and in this particular one, it's got the torso, helmet, left arm, right arm. For our next location, we are going to visit Tenpines Bluff. It is directly southeast of the Robotics disposable ground, our last location. From here, look to your east and just follow this and sort of jump off the cliff, making sure to not hurt yourself in the process, as this is a rather big jump. So I'm just going to do that, and as soon as you sort of just peek your head over the cliff, you should be able to see this military train right over here. Now, if we just sort of go around this military train, you should see a terminal over here that will be locked with an advanced lock. Once you unlock this terminal and open it, this will then unlock this cage over here, and then in this cage should be the power armor, and this particular power armor can also be a T45 or a T51, and this particular one also has a torso, helmet, left arm and right arm. At this point, it's probably worth saying that the variant of armor you get will be dependent on your level. So the higher your level, the higher the chance of you getting better power armor variants. For our next power armor, we're going to visit Covenant. It is far south of Tenpines Bluff. Once you make it to Covenant, from here, head northwest and make your way towards the lake. And as you do that, you should see a fallen vertibird in the middle of the lake. And just like normal vertibirds in the game, usually next to vertibirds, you will actually find power armor. So once you actually make it to the lake over here, you need to pop into the water and you will take some rad damage as a result. But if you just pop into the water and have a look over there, you should find another power armor. So similar to the previous ones, this could be a T45 or a T51, again dependent totally on your level. And similar to the others, it also has a similar range of power armor pieces. For our next set of power armor, we're going to visit the Super Duper Mart. It is directly west of Covenant. Once you make it to the location, from here, you will need to head west. Now do be warned, there is a behemoth right over next to the Super Duper Mart. As you head west, you should at some point just over the horizon over there see another military train. So what I will do is just cut to that portion of the video and I'll see you there in just a moment. As you approach this military train, just like one of the armors we've already seen in this guide, there will be another terminal over here that will also be locked with an advanced lock. Unlock it, and with that you should be able to access this power armor. This power armor, regardless of your level, typically only has a T45 variant. I might be wrong, but I've only ever got a T45 from this location, regardless of my power level. For our next location, we are going to visit College Square. It is far south of Super Duper Mart. Once you make it to the location, be careful of all the ghouls that are around College Square. They're pretty hostile. From here, just head west and you should see a lift right over the horizon over there, and it should be an unguarded lift. So let's get into the lift and make our way to the top, where we will see another fallen vertibird. And if you have made it this far into the video, then please do consider liking this video. I really enjoy reading and replying to your comments, as you probably know, so please do consider leaving a comment as well, as that's probably the easiest way to talk to me. Right, now that we've made it to the top of this highway, from here just head west and you should just be able to see the power armor right over there. This particular power armor tends to be a T51 rather, but if you're high enough, this could also be an XO1. There is a slight chance of you having spawned an XO1 power armor over here, but this is yet another easy to reach power armor relatively to you starting a new game. For our next location, we are going to visit the Fiddlers Green Trailer Estate. It is far southwest of College Square, our last location. Once you make it to this location, from here head north and we want to visit the trailer that's sort of located on the very north end of this trailer area. Now do be warned, there are some mines right outside the trailer, so we're going to try and sneak in a little bit. So there's a couple of mines right over here. The trailer itself will be locked with a master lock. Once you unlock it and open it, inside should be another power armor set. This particular power armor usually has T45, or dependent on your level could also be T60. For our next location, we're going to visit the Greater Mass Blood Clinic. It is southwest of our last location, the Fiddlers Green Trailer Estates. So once you make it here, it is a bit of a walk, but from here you want to head south and continue to go south until you see 3 warehouses, or what resembles 3 warehouses. So you can probably see on the horizon there's 1, 2, 3. You want to go into the leftmost warehouse, given that you're traveling south, and inside here you should find another power armor. This power armor usually is T60 depending on your level, but it could also be something a little bit less like the T45. For our next location, we are going to visit the Forest Grove Marsh. It is directly southeast of the Greater Mass Blood Clinic, our last location. Once you make it to the location, from here you want to head west and simply follow this road, and as you do that you will probably encounter some enemies like radstags and probably some wild dogs, but just stick to this road until we get to a military outpost. So I'm going to continue to do that until I get to a military outpost. Once you get to the military outpost, be warned that this area will be rather guarded with blood bugs, and their level is pretty much dependent on your level. The good news is that the power armor, which is just hidden right behind the military truck over there, typically is a T60 and it is close enough to a full suit. So do make sure to grab this one. For our next power armor, we will need to make it to the Pike Interchange. It is southwest of our last location, the Forest Grove Marsh. Once you make it to the location, from here head north, and what we're doing is looking for a lift to take us to the highway on the above platform over there. So stick to the north and stick to the pillars that you see on the left hand side, and as you do that you will eventually find a pillar that has a lift. In fact, I can actually see it from here. We can't see the lift, but we can see the rope that's sort of attached to the lift, or the pulley system rather. So go to the lift and just press the button to go to the top, and once you make it to the top, from here look to your right or head south, and again, be warned, this place will be populated with some rather nasty gunners. They are pretty high level, so do be careful of that. But you want to head south and go towards the very end of their base, and you will find a set of power armor right at the very end. So I'm just ignoring the gunners for now, and the power armor should be just on the other side of that building. So I'll see you in just a moment. As you make your way towards the end, you should find another set of some really good T60 power armor. Next, we are going to head to the Natick Police Department. It is also southwest of the Pike Interchange, our last location. Once you make it, from here head south, and again, just like last time, we're looking for a military outpost. So if you stick to this road, eventually you will hit that military outpost. So again, I'll just see you in a moment once I've actually arrived myself. So as you arrive at this abandoned military outpost, you should see the power armor right there, and this is our first power armor on this list that is likely to have an X01 power armor. Next, we are going to go to the abandoned shack. It is also southwest of Natick Police Department, our last location. So once you make it to the location, be warned, this is in the glowing sea, so you will need some protection from the radiation. Go inside this building and then go into this installation. Once inside, just head east and go down the stairs, and then you'll be just flip the switch here and that should open the door. And from here, what you want to do is just head all the way to the very bottom floor. Now you can just sort of jump your way, but if you rather not jump and just walk your way around to avoid taking damage, you can do that as well by just using these stairs. Now again, be warned, this place will be populated with synth patrol guards, which can be relatively high level. Once you make it to the very bottom level, from here you should see the power armor, and typically this contains a almost full set of X01 power armor. For our next location, we're going to stick to the glowing sea, and we're going to make it to this location here called the cave. This location is far southeast of the abandoned shack, our last location. Once you make it to the cave, head inside and hug the wall on the left and try and travel in as straight of a line as you can, and eventually you will find a full set of radar power armor. So radar power armor typically is found on raiders, but this is one of the few power armor sets in the game where you will find a full radar power armor set without a raider inside. Well, not inside exactly. And for our last set of power armor, we're going to head east all the way to the Custom House Tower. It is directly east of Good Neighbor and somewhat southeast of Bunker Hill. Once you make it to the location, from here head west and be careful as there are some pretty high level raiders here, as well as some wall mounted turrets over there on the ceiling over there. What you want to do is go inside this building, which is an unmarked location called the 35 Court. Once inside, again you'll be confronted with some more turrets and a protectron, But what you want to do is stick to the left hand side and go into this lift or elevator, and then just make your way to the top. Once you make it to the top, exit the elevator and just make your way around to the right and to the top of this building. And over here you will actually encounter 2 additional machines, one being an Assaultron that is typically on the left hand side, and another being a sentry bot on the right hand side. They will be pretty heavy duty, so you will need to take them out. The power armor itself is actually located inside this room, and to open this door you need to press the buttons in the 2 rooms that the 2 robots were inside of. So if I go into this room and press this button, and then if I go into the next room and press this button, that should unlock this door, and it should give you access to a full set of X01 Mark III power armor. Now it doesn't obviously look like the X01 power armor, but that's because this is glitched and it is a well-known bug. But once you equip the armor, it should magically convert into an X01 Mark III power armor. In this guide, I went through 13 locations where you can find power armor, but what if I told you that you can duplicate any power armor you find in Fallout 4 using the power armor duplication glitch? Click on the video you see on the screen now and I will show you how you can duplicate any power armor that you find as many times as you want in Fallout 4. Click on the video you see on the screen now to find out more.